again, um, that's what we talked about at church. And there's more I want to add on to it. You know, we already know that temptation is allowed by God for evaluation. And, God doesn't create temptation, He allow it from the devil. Jesus himself experienced temptation, when he was fasting for that 40 days. And we know in 1 Corinthians 10:13 that God provides a way for us to endure and to have victory through him, right? And the same power that raised Jesus from the dead lives within me and you as Christ believers. So, I want you guys to remember one thing. You know, temptation or the voice of the devil can come in many forms, not just him doubting and like making you lose faith. That's doubt. But he can also come in your family members. He can be the voice of your close friend. If you're not like, what's the word? If you're not if you don't discern the spirit, you won't even know. Because most people think that the devil speaks, he speaks very demonic and like, all that noise. I mean, yeah, someone can get possessed and that could happen, but he could also come in familiar voices. He can be that friend that operates in the flesh and tells you, "Oh, it's just a drink. Just drink it," you know, or "Oh, just do that. No one's even gonna know. No one's even gonna know that we did that." That could also be a way of temptation. He used people to get to you, and it's very crazy. Hey, Matt. But I just want you guys to remember that. One second. God is the king of all gods, and we hear his voice through worship and prayer. We know his voice when we get to study and learn his word. It's John 10:10. My sheep listens to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. And the only way we can listen to his voice if we know his voice. So we have to read his word. I don't want the kids in the background. But don't harden your hearts like Israel did in the wilderness, like what we spoke about the last time. Even after they saw God's miracles, they still try to test it. They still try to test God, and they complained. And we're not gonna be like them. Even though we're getting tested in the moment, we know it's for evaluation. It's for increasing our faith, for encouraging us to stay stronger. So I hope this encouraged you today. But main points I want you guys to remember: don't doubt. If the thought doesn't sound like God, if it's not pure and everything, it's probably just the devil. Don't listen to it. Be very discerned of the things you allow in your life. You gotta discern the spirit. You gotta be careful of what you're consuming to your eyes, nose, ears, mouth. You can't be eating too much. You're destroying your temple. You gotta be careful of what you're watching online. All of that is very important for your spiritual walk with God. It is, and nobody talks about it this much. And remember, every time temptation comes, remember there's a way out. I'm gonna post on Instagram pretty soon 5 verses that helps you with when you're getting tempted with lust. So if you're not on the Instagram yet, I post a lot of good content on there. Just want you guys to know. But I still just want to came on. I just want to come on here and talk about that, and it was on my heart. But I'll see you guys next time. It's going to be a longer Bible study. I'm actually heading to Bible study soon, so I'm dressed up. But I'll see you guys next time.